Hello everyone, my name is Dimdayo. So in this tutorial we're going to be creating a simple mechanism rig just as you've seen in the animation. So without wasting time, let's move right into it. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to hide this as to make things easier. So for now we don't need them, so I'm going to be hiding this. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to place my bone properly in the model. So I'll make sure I position them in the middle. So now that's what I'm going to be doing now. Shift S, cursor to selected, then I can try as much as possible to position it now. It's going to be at the center of it. So Shift A, amateur single bone, then it will be I think it should be convenient if you are in edit mode as for us to sit properly. So Z in the wireframe mode. Okay, now I can now position this properly. So G in the X, G in the Z. So I'm going to be creating this, the first bone. So but this first bone will be the extension bone. So I'm going to be placing it at the back here. So I'm going to scale it a little bit down. So G in the X. So I'm going to be placing it at the back. So it's going to be the extension bone. So now I will be extruding it in the X direction. So I'm going to place it properly. Okay. Also E in the X direction. Okay, that's the first. So I'm going to be stopping the first armature there. So now for the second part here, I'm going to be creating another armature. So I need it to also be positioned at the center. So I'll need to see from the top view, okay. I'll try my best to locate a point at which I can now make a cursor to center. So Shift S, cursor to selected. Okay, then I can view again from the top, then Shift A, our single bone, then G. I'll try to position it at the center, very important. Then I can view from the side as to rotate it properly. So G in the X, then G in the Z. So let me zoom in as to position it well. So that's the first. Remember, this is the second armature, but this is the second armature we're making. Then I will be extruding, adding another bone, E in the X. Okay, I think that's nice. So as for us to make the mechanism now on the first armature, I'm going back on the first armature now in the edit mode. Make sure you're in your post mode, then under the bone constraint, then I'm going to add inverse kinematics. So the target now would be the second armature, which is the armature 001. Then the bone is going to be the second one on the second armature, which is the bone 001. Obviously that's now. So the moment we are done with that, then we can now come also pick the other bones and constrain them at certain lock them at certain direction. So we need these to be rotating along the Y. So it's going to be rotating along the Y. That means we need to lock both the X and the X direction. So that's what we're going to be doing now. So under our inverse kinematics, then we're going to open up Y, then lock it in X and lock it on Z. So that's that. Then also this, we're going to be locking it on X and Z. So now, in as much, since we said this is going to be our this is going to be the bone that's going to be stretching, so we need to allow scale this up to 1, so for the RK stretch, because this is the bone that's going to be stretching. So now let's see what we've done. Okay, now let's rotate this. Now obviously that, so working perfectly fine now. So that's just the mechanism. So now the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be parenting the model now to the bone. So let's click the bone, let's click the model part one by one, then click the bone, then Ctrl P, then to bone. Also I'm going to click the model, then shift click the bone, okay, let's try that again, then shift click the bone, so Ctrl P, the bone. Also the last one, so this, then the bone, Ctrl P, the bone. So now let's see what we've done. So when we rotate the bone, obviously that. So it's as simple as that. So that's just the simple mechanism rig. So let's move on to a better view. Obviously that. So that's just the mechanism. Then we can hide what we've anything. Then we can do our best to maybe create a simple, just show you how I created the simple animation. Just the, if you want to create just this animation, then we can show this panel. Then on XY rotation, I can now set a key on I. Okay, let me click. I think I need to, oh sorry, I'm setting key on the wrong thing. So you need to click, this is the bone. So I've done that twice. Let me delete one of them. Let me just do it again. So this is what we are animating. We're animating the bone. So for better view, let me be in the wireframe. So I'm animating the bone. So on the Y rotation, I'm going to set the key. Then I'm going to move on to the last frame. So I put it at 1000. So yours might not be as much as that. So I'm going to set in the Y to, let's say, 5000. 5000. Then I'm going to set key I. Then bring it back. Then when I play this, oh, it is slow. It's too slow. Let me set the key to, let me bring this to 500. Let me bring it to 500. Then I'm going to delete the last key that I just created on 1000. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. So I'm going to delete the keyframe. Then on 500, just it's still slow first. And I can set this to 5,000. Then so let's see what we have. Okay, if it is slow for you, you can put it on 10,000. Then okay, we have two of them on it. Okay, let me delete. I have two of them. Okay, hope you can see now. Then you can now take your time. Also, for me creating the animation, I also animate the camera, and so but this video I'm just making this to show you how you can create a simple mechanism rig, and I believe you are able to understand that well. So I'll be grateful if you subscribe as to show you more. Then if you are really also interested in how I did the animation, you can just let me know in the comment section, then I can move on in teaching you how it's been done. So thank you